Self-awareness is a superpower. Thank you for visiting Soul and Vibration. This video is about the zodiac sign Aries. Aries are born between March 21st through April 19th. So all Aries are not created equal. And I'm not talking about the moon sign, rising sign, or where Mars is or where Mercury is. I am talking about based on the day you were born, meaning the numbers within your birthday. Stay tuned for the end of the video and I will go more into that, and you'll see why you might come across other Aries and feel like you guys are nothing alike. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. Aries is the ram, and being the first sign of the zodiac, being a fire sign and a cardinal element, this makes Aries a game changer. And I forgot to also mention Aries is a masculine sign. Masculine meaning that Aries gains energy from basically action and pretty much moving forward, because masculine signs are energetic and they pretty much release energy, where feminine sign gains their energy from within. So yes, Aries is a cardinal fire masculine sign and the babies of the zodiac. Aries is the zodiac sign that, and this is a little joke about Aries, please don't take it personal, but you might be able to relate. Aries is the sign that jumps into the pool and then realizes that there's no water in it. And that is because being driven by Mars, the planet of action, and pretty much just action, aggression, and just a lot of energy and fire. And when you think of the fire energy within us, it's like just motivation and enthusiasm and all that good, exciting stuff that helps us to get stuff done. So yes, Aries is the sign that will jump in the pool and realize there's no water in it, because Aries just wants to act. Aries just want to make things happen and then think about it later. And that energy can be a good energy, because sometimes we tend to overthink things. Sometimes we tend to think about things so much to where we talk ourselves out of it. So sometimes we need a little bit of that Aries energy to just get that fire lit underneath us and just move. So Aries is all about movement, all about action, and all about initiating change. With Aries being the babies of the zodiac, being the first sign of the zodiac and ruling the first house, Aries may tend to be selfish or misunderstood to be selfish based according to other signs looking in. Think of a small child who is used to their mother just pretty much catering to them and never checking to see if their mother is okay. It's like, I'm the baby, tend to me, tend to my needs, make sure I'm okay. Aries is just wired that way because the Aries energy represents the self, represents the ego, pretty much how we identify. So an Aries person might come off a little bit self-absorbed, but it's not that they are intentionally that way. That is just how they are wired. Where compared to Libra, who opposes Aries on the zodiac wheel, Libra needs to learn to be a little bit more about self. Where Libra is all about relating to others and relationships, where Aries is self-reliant. One thing that Aries definitely can learn from Libra, because the signs that opposes our signs on the zodiac wheel, and the wheel looks a little bit like this. I'm not gonna let you guys see it any closer because it's a hot mess, probably mad misspell words and stuff with me being lazy. But anyways, with Aries opposing Libra, opposing signs pretty much are like opposites of each other. So Aries can learn from Libra that teamwork makes the dream work. Like Aries will get up and go out there and make things happen. But once you've made things happen, you need other people to help you nurture it, you know? So yes, Aries can learn from the Libra vibration as far as being more relatable and connecting more to others. The Aryan archetype, if I said that correctly, whatever, but Aries are pretty much, Aries are naturally competitive, and that is because their ruling planet Mars is competitive. So imagine Aries as the goat and Mars is the energy that pretty much is animating this goat. So imagine the goat, the Aries goat, the ram, imagine the ram. I keep saying goat, you know, Capricorn is a goat. But anyways, imagine the Aries archetype with Mars as the energy fueling it. So it's like you have Mars in this, so Mars is the planet, and imagine the planet as the actor, and Aries, the Aries archetype, the ram, is the costume. So you have this forceful, general type energy in this young ram. So it's like, basically, it's almost like this young ram, it's not almost like, it is. This young ram or this Aries person has all this energy that they don't even know what to do with most of the time. It's so hard for them to probably sit still because that cardinal energy of Aries and then that Mars energy just wants to initiate change, just wants to make something happen. So this can cause Aries to be restless, you know, all of this fire, forward moving energy. And then the whole competitive part now comes in with Mars being a general, a soldier. Mars is a energy that pretty much is like, Mars is the soldier for the sun. So imagine the sun is the king, Mars is the soldier, the general. You know, Mars is victorious. Mars knows that it can beat anyone, it can beat anything. There is nothing that it cannot do, and it is willing to try. Because of this, I feel like Aries, this might make Aries sore losers. It might be hard for an Aries to see someone else dominating something that they might consider themselves to be good at. And the reason why this might be hard for the Aries is the reason why this might be hard for the Aries is because the Aries know that they were created to win. They were created to dominate. That energy within them is a very dominating energy, is a very initiating energy. It's an energy that is first. So imagine knowing that you were born to be first and to look over and you're not first, you know? So when I say that all signs are not created equally, what I mean by that is depending on the numbers within your birthday, this is going to affect the kind of Aries that you are. And what I'm talking about here is numerology. Basically, you want to add up all the numbers in your birthday and reduce to a single digit. So say you added up all the numbers in your birthday and it came up to the number 23. You want to add that number 23, the 2 plus 3 together to get a single digit. Normally, people don't reduce the number 11, the number 22, and the number 33. Those are considered master numbers. But if you reduce those numbers, basically you want to look out for, say the number 11, you want to listen out for what I'm going to say about the number 1 and just know that that energy is amplified. Whatever I say about the number 2, that is also important. With the number 22, that energy is amplified. The number 4 you also want to listen out for because those numbers reduce to that number 4. The number 33, The number 3 is amplified, so keep that in mind when you listen out for the number 3. And the number 6, because the number 33 adds up and reduces to the number 6. So an Aries born on the 1st, or who has a strong life path number 1, will be an Aries that is super confident. Aries by itself is already known to be confident. And another thing that I want to add in with the Aries archetype is that I feel like what makes Aries so brave and forward moving and such a big risk taker is being the first sign of the zodiac and being the child, the baby. Children don't know danger, meaning that basically it's like they haven't been, based on their lack of experience, they haven't been exposed to enough to know. Like they will have to touch the stove to know that the stove is hot. They will have to jump in the pool to know that water needs to be in there or else I'll get hurt. You know, so I feel like the Aries energy is just like that baby, it's just like that young child that is experiencing things for the first time. You know, with the Aries energy, you might have to experience things a couple times to finally learn. It takes some time to finally learn that lesson, because wherever Aries is within your chart, basically naturally you're going to be impulsive when it comes to that, like the Aries energy, impulsive, wanting to just hurry up and have the experience already. So yes, an Aries with a strong number 1 vibration is an Aries that is going to be super self-absorbed based on other people's experience with this Aries. This is also going to be an Aries that is going to be very brave when it comes to taking chances and making decisions. I feel like this kind of Aries will also make a good fighter, whether it's a female or a male, because this Aries with a strong number 1 vibration, whether you are born on the 1st or your numbers add up to the number 1, basically you are very confident within yourself. You might come off very egoic, and you might also be super creative. So it's like take all that energy and put the ram with Mars powering it behind it, and you get this person, you know, pretty much walks around chest poked out, super confident within themselves and the things that they can do, pretty much just know they can beat anyone's ass, literally or maybe not. Like this Aries, I feel, with the strong number 1 vibration might have experiences in life where you have to learn the hard way because the ego has gotten the best of you. You know, I feel like this Aries should be super careful when it comes to like getting into fights or arguments with other people, because that number 1 energy is so egoic and protective over the ones that they love. And then that Aries fire, fueled by Mars, ready to pop off whenever, for whatever. So Aries with a strong number 2 vibration, or even the life path number 2, is going to be a kind of Aries that this Aries is going to be a little bit more chilled, a little bit more laid back. This Aries is not going to be the one that is so impulsive and quick to just do things. This is going to be the Aries that is going to be impulsive about being supportive to others, going to be impulsive about being nurturing to the people that they care about. This Aries is basically, this Aries is like a mama bear, like, or even if it's a father, because the masculine and feminine within signs or numbers has nothing to do with sex. It's all about energy. So an Aries with a strong number 2 vibration is a Aries that is nurturing, a Aries that is all about family. Basically, this is the Aries that is willing to take the risk and run chances in order to pretty much make sure that other people are okay. An Aries with a strong number 2 vibration is one who is all about connecting people and bringing people together. A Aries with a strong number 2 vibration is going to be an Aries who is super sensitive, super emotional. So basically, this is the Aries that might end up crying, like cries often, you know, cry, just like the number 22, the master builder number 22. So listen out if you are a number 22. This Aries is going to be one who is super sensitive, someone who pretty much, you know, is super sensitive. Your ego is likely to get hurt like easily, you know. An Aries with a number 3 vibration is a Aries that is super fun, because this Aries is like a child for real. I have a strong number 3 vibration, so I know all about the number 3 energy. And this Aries is like a child. This Aries is a child at heart. This Aries is very playful. This Aries has the Peter Pan syndrome. This Aries will never grow old, you know? And I don't know if I've said creative, but this Aries is super creative. This Aries with the number 3 vibration, whether it's life path or number 3, you might find that in school, depending on other placements in your chart, but you might find, you might find that in school growing up, you may have had a hard time learning, reading, or even communicating. And that is because of all this energy that you have within you. It's not that you weren't intelligent. It was just that you have a super creative mind. Your mind moves at the speed of light, and you just want to hurry up and get an experience and not deal with the fluff. So if you weren't interested in something, chances are you had a very hard time learning it. Aries strongly associated with the number 4 vibration. So this is a Aries who is pretty much stable. This Aries is a team player. This Aries is a builder. Yes, the Aries energy can be a little bit competitive, and also the number 4 vibration. But the Aries with the number 4 vibration are steady savers. These are steady builders. These are people, and same with Aries born in April. I feel like April Aries and May Aries are different because the number 4 vibration is different from the number 5 vibration, and I'll get more into that when I get to the number 5. But yes, Aries that are born in April or Aries associated with the number 4 vibration, these are hardworking people. These are very stable people. These are the people that might not aspire to open up their own business or company, but these are the people that aspire to be the CEO in a company that is already established. These are the people that pretty much take a mom and pop shop, a simple idea, and make it into something amazing. Basically, no one can outwork the number 4 vibration. Aries with the number 5 vibration. The number 5 vibration makes for a good communicator. This is someone that might exhaust other people with the way that they speak, meaning that you might be a quick talker. Your energy might be super strong. Your energy might be like just a lot to deal with. It's like a lot is going on whenever you come around, because the number 5 itself is all about sudden and unexpected changes. And then the Aries energy being fueled by Mars and being cardinal, it's like basically you are a ball of excitement, a ball of light, a ball of fire, just a lot, you know. So yes, the number 5 is sudden and unexpected changes. The number 5 is a communicator. So Aries with this kind of vibration is going to have a lot of energy. I advise meditation for these Aries. I mean, we all need meditation, but I feel like the number 2 energy, jumping to the number 2 because I jump around too, the number 2 energy can be a little bit not a little bit, the number 2 energy is super sensitive and may be a bit dependent because of their emotional needs, and for that they may need to escape. Back to the number 5. The number 5 may deal with the need to escape often because they need constant stimulation, similar to Aries in general. The Aries archetype needs constant stimulation because this is a archetype that is all about sudden and unexpected changes and initiating change. So basically imagine just being an Aries and then also the 5 vibration, the constant stimulation here. So I feel like if these people aren't careful, depending on how they were brought up and, you know, certain tools that we learn growing up and how to deal with things, these people may have a hard time, like, you know, being a hard time with trying to not be slaves to their desires, slaves to addictions like sex and drugs or whatever it is that we do to escape. You know, some might escape through food or in social media, whatever. But I feel like Aries with the strong number 5 vibration will deal with this, and even anxiety too. And you might say, I don't have the strong number 5, but I feel this. Is it possible that you are born, your month and your day together adds up to the number 5? That's also important. So an Aries with the strong number 6 vibration is an Aries that is all about the community, that is all about family, friends, and just having a good time with each other. This Aries might be the type that is motivated by achieving material things. This is an Aries that might be motivated by the idea of, when I buy this house, I'll be successful. Once I get this car, I'll be successful. This might be an Aries that defines their success by material things. This might be an Aries that pretty much, you know, you feel like you need that beautiful girl to pretty much complete you, or you need that tall built guy to complete you. This is an Aries that, yes, might define success in themselves by the material things. And this could be super tough for anyone because it's like life and things are always changing, you know? And as we reach or run towards certain things, depending on the energy that we're projecting towards it, those things may tend to pull back a little. So yeah, Aries, strongly associated with the number 6 vibration. Keep in mind that true success comes from spiritual and emotional growth. Aries, strongly associated with the number 7 vibration, is a Aries that will be super psychic, one who will be into metaphysical and occult type topics, because fire signs, period, are intuitive signs. You know, fire signs, it's like you get this, it's this intuition just comes to you. You just get this knowing. So Aries with a strong number 7 vibration is a Aries who is going to be deep, a Aries who is going to be metaphysical. This is not the Aries that would normally jump in the pool and realize that there is no water in it. Like this is the kind of Aries that likes to think things through. Similar, like the number 4 is pretty steady, but this Aries is super curious, but not curious about trendy things. This number 7 Aries is curious about anything, about introspection, about learning more about themselves. This Aries is looking for God within themselves, and that is where God is, within us. So yes, an Aries with a number 7 vibration reminds me, to me, this Aries is not like that naive child that doesn't know danger or whatnot. I feel like this is the Aries that it's like that wise old man. That's this kind of Aries. Yes, they have the childlike vibe of the Aries, and depending on the numbers on the day you were born, because like say you're depending on the numbers on the day you were born, those numbers are also important. So you might add up to the number 7, but you don't fully relate because maybe you have a 6 there or whatever, where a 6 and a number 7 clash. The 6 is materialistic, the 7 is metaphysic. So anyways, the Aries with the strong number 7, very introspective, very deep, this is the kind of Aries that puts that fire energy towards understanding life on a bigger, deeper level. Aries strongly associated with the number 8 is your CEO. These are your bossed up Aries. These are the Aries who pretty much are the delegators. These are the Aries that might go to the military to become some kind of general or leader, join the police force, become teachers. Basically, these Aries are overseers. And yeah, military, because Mars is naturally a soldier and the number 8 is an authority figure. So Aries strongly associated with the number 8 are going to be authoritative type of Aries. They're going to be teachers and students for life. Aries strongly associated with the number 8 needs to be careful, because with the number 8 having to do with power and Aries being so Mars driven, it's easy for these people can abuse the power when they get it. So be careful not to take your position to your head. Aries with strong number 8 vibration. Aries with strong number 9 vibration are your humanitarians. See, these Aries, when you meet these Aries, it might be hard to realize that they're Aries right away, because the number 9 vibration is very selfless. The number 9 vibration doesn't like to rock the boat. The number 9 vibration is a humanitarian. So these are the Aries that are concerned about the greater good of the whole. These are the Aries that are concerned about making other people happy. These are the kind of Aries that might seem selfless, you know, because that's what the number 9 is. Another thing with the number 9 vibration is that the number 9 is a chameleon. And when I use the word chameleon, I don't mean it in a negative way. It is just that this is the Aries that can blend into any situation that they go into. They can blend in with anyone and anything. The downside to this is that these Aries might find that basically they lose themselves in their relationships. It's like once your relationship is over, it's like you have to figure out who you are all over again. This might be the Aries that jumped into a career or a long-term education thinking that they wanted to pursue something that they really didn't want to pursue, and it was actually something that their ex-girlfriend or boyfriend wanted to pursue, and at the moment it just sounded really, really good, you know, because in the process of being a chameleon and being selfless, you lose yourself. And the number 9 is so selfless that whatever number you add to the number 9, you reduce it and that number remains the same. That's how much the number 9 doesn't rock the boat. So I hope you guys found this video helpful about how all Aries aren't created equal. You know, in other videos, I'm going to touch on the sun, moon, rising, and the placements within our charts, and even aspects, how the planets are communicating. All that stuff is super important. If you guys like my shirt, Curiosity Freed the Cat, there is a video, Astrology 1-on-1. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. If you want, you can skip to the back of the video and I'll tell you guys how to win a shirt. And the giveaway will be happening between the 20th of August, and I'll be announcing the winner on the 26th. But if you're watching this video after that time, you are free to go on my website. The shirts, you are free to go on my websites. The shirts will be there for sale. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember, I am so exhausted, you guys, if you guys only know. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember that self-awareness is a superpower. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.